Theo, this is Jeremy from Jersey. I just want to tell you about my past weekend.
Thank you for calling Jeremy from Jersey. And I'll be in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey in a couple of weeks, April 20th and 21st at Bananas Comedy Club. All right, let's hear more.
On Thursday, I broke my foot playing basketball.
Oh, you broke that foot, huh? So you down to one hoof. They call you one hoof Jer. Now you out there storking. Now you can only play center, and you can only play it on one leg. This ought to be good. Let's hear more.
Here's the kicker. This coming Saturday, I'm getting married.
So you get married on that one leg. So you got 1 foot in. You got 1 foot out the door already. That was ridiculously sad. Onward.
My fiance was not happy about it, to say the least.
Yeah, well, she's not happy about it because you're coming in clumsy. You know, this is a time when you need to be shining. This is a time when, if anything, you need to sprout another leg, or sprout a second cock. But you're out there, you only got 2 wheels and you blowing one of them out, playing hoops at whatever, 35. Like, who you supposed to be? Huh? You Kevin McHale? You Muggsy Bogues? Who you supposed to be, man? You stunting out there at the YMCA, dog? Shut it down. Sometimes I see men, 45-year-old men out there skateboarding, going off of ramps and shattering their spines. And I'm like, well, no fucking shit, dude. Skateboarding's for children. What if I was still doing finger paints all day in the afternoon? And you expect me to think, Picasso, that, because these skateboarder men, they'll be like, oh, I'm a Tony Hawk fan. Well, that's great. But you're not Tony Hawk. He is. What you are is a man that's about to probably end up in a wheelchair soon. And then his wife's going to have to work all the time and make that money. And you're going to be at home in that chair eating TV dinners. And that's, and that shit'll ruin a marriage. But anyhow, thanks for calling, Jeremy. Let's hear more.
It wasn't until about 3 days in where she started feeling bad for me. But she's been taking care of me, so she's definitely a good girl.
Wow. So it took her 3 days to feel bad for you? Yeah, I could imagine that. Because a woman, dude, the wedding, that's everything. You just have to look good that night. The next day, you could lose your hair. You could mail your dick to another country. You could do anything after that. But that wedding, that's it. You got to show up. You got to have if you have tits under your arms, you better give them haircuts. That's the night you got to show up, that wedding night. After that, who cares? Who cares? A lot of women don't even care if you go missing after that. You could disappear on a cruise. A lot of them don't give a fuck. You need to show up for that night, make it legal, make it legit. So they got that alimony paper coming in. Y'all need to have the big thing, get the pictures. That's what you got to do. That's your responsibility as a man. And you out there fucking shooting hook shots. Out there at the DFW. Out there at the American Legion. Playing on a men over 35-year-old team, the Rattlers. We're the Rattlers. Y'all ain't the fucking Rattlers. Most of y'all work at the bank. Okay, so we got to tighten up, Jeremy. Let's hear more.
So this past weekend was a bad weekend. Next weekend will be a good weekend. And then on April 21st, I'm coming to see you at Bananas Comedy with my buddies. So,
damn, man, well, I feel bad about making fun of you now. Well, thank you. I'm excited you're coming out to Bananas. I didn't know that. I hadn't heard the whole call. And look, hopefully you'll be better by then. That's what I'm saying. Obviously your wife is a good lady if she's helping you already after 3 days. It does sound like you got a good woman. It sounds like, hopefully this is the only time that you break a foot. I mean, things happen. They had a man somewhere, he was supposed to get married, and apparently the day before he was supposed to get married, he married a different woman. So, at least you're not doing that. At least you're just breaking your foot. I mean, you got to look at the bright side, I guess. But I'll see you in New Jersey. I don't know if any of that even made any sense, brother. But I'll see you in New Jersey, gang. Oh, and also, if you got to wear that boot, at least deck that thing out. I'm out here. I'm at a crawfish boil today here in Louisiana, and the first time ever in my life I've seen a man with two. You ever seen those people that have? So sometimes if you hurt you break one of your tarsals or you bust a foot, you got to wear that boot. You got that RoboCop unit, that big. It almost looks like you're going snowboarding, but you're not in the snow or anything. You're in a regular area. And this gentleman, he had two. He had one on each foot. So he just, he was Cupid shuffling everywhere. And I've never seen that before. But just be thankful you only broke one foot. You could have broke your neck. And now you got to be, now you and your wife got to, your wife has to, you're going to be probably in a wheelchair most of your life, or in like a uniform, a robotic outfit. So at least you just broke your foot. At least you can still stand there and tell your wife you love her. But at least stand up, even though you only got one leg. I'd stand up there on one leg. Because I don't know I don't even know if a marriage is binding if you're on one foot. You might be able to, loophole your way out of that if you have to. But she sounds like a good woman, and I'll see you in New Jersey.